Dear people, for centuries Ukrainians have believed that on Christmas Eve the heavens open, and if you tell them your dream, it will definitely come true. Today, we all share the same dream, and we make one wish for everyone, that he would perish. Everyone whispers to themselves.
We saw the message about Zelensky's truly strange Christmas address yesterday. It was ungentle and malicious. He resembled a less adequate person. This prompts the question of whether he is capable of making adequate decisions towards settling the situation through diplomatic means. On Christmas Day, Russia launched a devastating strike on a crowded market in the southern Ukrainian city of Kherson, a shocking act that turned a day of peace and celebration into one of fear and devastation. In the northern city of Chernihiv, reports confirmed that an apartment building was also targeted by Putin's forces, bringing destruction to the very heart of a residential neighborhood. At least 2 people lost their lives during the Christmas attacks across Ukraine, while 9 others suffered injuries, leaving entire families grieving when they should have been celebrating together. Authorities in Chernihiv revealed that a drone had struck a 5-story residential complex, tearing through homes and leaving behind shattered glass, twisted metal, and despair. Among the victims was an 80-year-old woman who tragically lost her life in the Christmas Day assault on Chernihiv, a stark reminder of the ongoing toll this war continues to exact on civilians. Just days earlier, German Chancellor Friedrich Merz had called for a Christmas truce between Russia and Ukraine, a humanitarian pause to allow people on both sides a moment of peace. While Kiev's leadership welcomed the proposal with hope, Moscow immediately rejected the idea, making it clear that there would be no respite from the conflict, not even on Christmas. Around midday, Russian forces once again attacked central Kherson, killing a 47-year-old market worker and injuring several others as civilians scrambled for shelter amid falling debris. According to Governor Alexander Putin, the powerful strike destroyed multiple market stalls, leaving behind smoldering wreckage where vendors had once sold holiday goods. Chernihiv, located along the tense border with Russia and Belarus, remains one of the most frequently targeted Ukrainian cities, enduring wave after wave of deadly assaults. Only a day earlier, on Christmas Eve, Russian forces had carried out wide-scale attacks across several Ukrainian regions, ramping up bombardments despite international appeals for restraint. Reports from the Kiev Independent confirmed that Moscow also struck Kiev's energy infrastructure, causing widespread power outages and plunging entire communities into darkness during the holiday. Meanwhile, tensions spiked further after the Kremlin lashed out at President Volodymyr Zelensky, following his daring Christmas message in which he openly wished for Vladimir Putin's downfall and death.
Dear Ukrainians, today is a very special evening, Christmas Eve. It is a unique time with a special spirit, its own magic for all of us. Because this evening is truly about all of us, about everything that makes Ukrainians who they are. It is the love for our home, our roots and traditions, the joy when the whole family gathers at the table, when at last we meet, hug, and ask each other how we are. All these have been indispensable attributes of our Christmas. But for the 4th year in a row, the 4th year of the full-scale war for independence, all these are being targeted to be taken away from us. And we are defending all of this today. Our land, our families, the cherished feeling of serenity and peace in our home. When we are warm, when we are satisfied, when we are together. And despite everything, we are together even today. And this will be the case today, because it does not matter if it is at a distance or in person. Ukrainians are together. And no one can take this feeling from us. This sentiment gives us hope, provides us with all of this, and helps us hold on, to endure, regardless of all. We are marking Christmas in challenging times. Unfortunately, not all of us are home this evening. And unfortunately, not everyone has a home. And not everyone, regrettably, is with us today. However, despite all the misfortunes brought by Russia, it cannot occupy or bomb the most vital things. This is our Ukrainian heart. This is our faith in each other. And it is our unity. And that is why millions of us today will await the first star in the sky. In the sky over Kiev, in Zakarpattia, in the sky above Odessa or Kupiansk, wherever they may be. Ukrainians today together celebrate Christmas on one date, like one big family. Inevitably, times of war have changed us. It is less about how we decorate our home now and more about how we protect it. It almost doesn't matter what dishes are on the table. What matters is who is at the table, and that those who are protecting us and cannot be nearby, at home, remain in touch. To hear their voice, if only for a minute, to receive the most valuable message. I'm okay. And joy comes not from bright illuminations, but simply from light. The light in our homes and within us. We are happy when we hear the music of Christmas, but even more when we do not hear the music of evil. Not hearing drones or missiles flying overhead. On Christmas Eve, Russians showed once again who they really are. Massive shelling, hundreds of drones, ballistic, daggers, it all was there. This is how the godless strike. This is how those without anything in common with Christianity and anything human act. But we hold on, we support each other, and today we pray for everyone on the front line, for their safe return home, for all those in captivity to return home, for all our fallen heroes who defended Ukraine at the cost of their lives, for everyone Russia has driven into occupation, forced to flee, those who struggle but have not lost Ukraine in themselves. Hence Ukraine will never lose them. We stand shoulder to shoulder today. We will not be lost in the darkness. In person or in thoughts, we will greet each other. We will hug and warm one another. We will call our parents, kiss our children, hug our loved ones tightly. And, of course, remember all our own. As long as all of this lives in our hearts, as long as the person within us lives, as long as this faith has not faded, and this simple but strong human desire to live, no evil stands a chance. An extra proof of this is our wonderful kids gathering together these days, dressing up in various costumes, and going, just like before, to tell people the joyful news, the birth of the Son of God. And just as before, we open our doors and our hearts, and we preserve these traditions of ours. Just like before, we all sing our carols together. It is so important and valuable that all of this has been preserved, not forgotten, not erased, and continues and lives on. As long as this happens, we have not disappeared, life will triumph, and Ukraine will be preserved. Dear people, for centuries Ukrainians have believed that on Christmas Eve the heavens open, and if you tell them your dream, it will definitely come true. Today, we all share the same dream, and we make one wish for everyone, that he would perish. Everyone whispers to themselves. But when we appeal to God, of course, we ask more broadly. We ask for peace for Ukraine. We fight for this and we pray for this. And we deserve this. For every Ukrainian family to live in harmony. For every Ukrainian child to delight in a gift, to smile, to keep that important childlike faith in goodness and miracles. So that the eyes of our children, the eyes of our parents, our beloved ones, and relatives finally no longer cry. So that goodness and truth prevail. So that there is a victory of peace. And that there are us, and that there is Ukraine. And inevitably the day when everyone gathers at home in the first peaceful year of peaceful Christmas, and say to each other, Christ is born. Let us glorify him. I greet you all on this holiday. Dear Ukrainians, to each and every one of you, I wish you a Merry Christmas, a delightful Kusha, and of course, peace to us all. Take care of yourselves. Take care of your families. Take care of our Ukraine.
Is the Kremlin familiar with the U.S.-Ukrainian peace plan that Ukrainian President Zelensky announced yesterday? When can we expect a reaction to this? How did the Russian president's administration react to Zelensky's strange Christmas message, where he wished demise? Regarding the plan, we are analyzing what Russian presidential aide Kirill Dmitriev conveyed to Putin. We are analyzing these materials, and then, depending on the decisions made by the head of state, we will continue our communication with the Americans. We saw the message about Zelensky's truly strange Christmas address yesterday. It was ungentle and malicious, he resembled a less adequate person. This prompts the question of whether he is capable of making adequate decisions towards settling the situation through diplomatic means.
Yesterday, a journalist from the French channel LCI, Jérôme Garo, who asked the Russian president about the Frenchman Laurent Vinatier at a press conference, stated on his channel that you called him and said the president ordered a review of Vinatier's case and some proposal was made to Paris on this matter. Could you confirm the fact of such a phone call with Jérôme Garo, and are there indeed contacts between Moscow and Paris on this issue?
I can confirm that indeed I called him on behalf of the president and conveyed this information to the journalist.
Is the Russian president going to congratulate US President Donald Trump on Christmas? Could we assume that tonight's phone call will be with him?
The president has already congratulated Trump on Christmas and sent him a congratulatory telegram. We cannot assume that there will be a conversation with Trump, it will not happen today. At least, it is not planned as of now.
What is the proposal regarding Laurent Vinatier? Are there any details?
Unfortunately, I cannot provide you with details, as this is quite a subtle issue. I can confirm that there was such a presidential order, there were relevant contacts between Russia and France. A proposal was really made to the French regarding Vinatier, and indeed, the ball is now on the French side.